What is up, Jabronis? JJ back here with a familiar face, as seen most recently on milk cartons. But here he is, and look at us. Look at us, both wearing the same shirt. It's almost like it was planned. Almost.
Almost. It's the only
Um,
shirts we own. Before you start fucking ranting and starting your stuff, got to do my rules. Got rules and an explanation. Why have I not been on the show? Why have I not been doing this for a while? Truth be told, when I do this, I normally bust my son's balls all the time. Oh, first disclaimer. For people who've watching this for the first time, have never seen my show, not his. I've never seen my show. If you're thin skinned, if you get bashful, you don't like hearing bad words, there ain't no fucking telling what's going to come out of my mouth at any given time. So my suggestion is go put on the Disney Channel. Wait a minute. The Disney Channel, okay? You put the Disney Channel on and you're good. So if you get offended, I don't know what to tell you. Fucking get out of here. End of story. Second thing, I get my ears off, my Mickey Mouse ears.
should have kept them on the whole show.
Oh no, I got more props. Don't worry about it. Second thing, I'm proud to say in the last 30 days, I lost 26 pounds. Okay,
Hey.
I've been taking enemas every day, which helped. No, I really feel good. I'm doing good. I got like fucking 50 more to go, but you know what? I'm gonna get into that fucking speedo by the summer. I promise.
You
So
can get into speedo now. I mean, who needs to lose the weight?
I guess I could, but I got old balls, so the speedo won't cut it. So with that being said, wait, I got some more rules. JJ, fucking don't be talking all the time. This is I'm here. They came to see me, not you. Remember that. And we're gonna talk some good stuff, give some good games, and let's roll. What do you got? What do you got for me to start?
All right. So, as you know, the National Football League has a big Sunday coming up. Um, First of all, how playoffs been for you so far, and as in relation to some of these matches, I guess we'll get into them. But how's playoffs been? I know. For me, we've talked, of course, before. It's been brutal for me. But how's playoffs been for you?
Um, if you Here's a rule: when a guy goes to jail, not that I know, you have an option. If you're gonna get nailed in the ass, your options are take the guy with the smallest dick and work your way up, or just take the biggest one and get loosened up for the rest of your time.
What's your strategy there? Is it go big or go home early and then adjust?
I'll put it this way: every field goal that ended the game, right? I think a field goal ended or a last play ended either half or a game. I was on the wrong side of it. I was just waiting to lose. I needed a field goal to cover first. I needed a field goal for Kansas City to cover the first half. It gets blocked. I had fucking Tennessee, I guess, first half. I mean, just name it. I mean, you can't just make it up. I just was horrible. I just fuck football. I don't like it.
So, excellent.
Yeah.
Kansas City, Cincy, our guy Joey B, up against the Mahomes and Chiefs freight train, decent sized number. Where do you think ultimately? Not that it matters, but where do you think? What do you think takes money? What do you think doesn't take money? And are you preferring the dog plus the 7, or you want to lay with the Chiefs?
Guys, I'm told to offshore basically says the money people are looking at it this way. They're saying, hey, uh, both of these games are technically coin flips. They are. Why not take the points? San Francisco is no stranger to beating the Rams. Cincinnati is no stranger to be able to put some numbers up on Kansas City.
They beat him.
Why not take 3 points? I mean, you could be wrong and still cash 2 tickets. I don't. I'll be honest with you. On them days, I'll probably bet fucking St. Mary's against somebody, or I would take the points. I would take the points in them games just to say I did it, or bet money line. I mean, what the hell? I mean, you got just a good a chance. I mean, Cincinnati's good.
Now I'll tell you this. I'm looking here. I mean, Bengals 2.5 touchdowns seems like really decent bet. I haven't gone into the exact derivatives I want to bet for this game, and I likely won't fire away on a spread. It'll likely be some flavor of a derivative in terms of a.
You mean like you telling me 2 weeks in a row, Dad, everything you fucking own, pound the 49ers every week. And yet for some strange fucking reason, you can't catch a ticket on a team that you love, and like you're begging me to bet, but you're betting the team total or total first down or something. You're telling me Frisco is real. Frisco's going to the Super Bowl. This was like 4 weeks ago. And you're riding them, and meanwhile, you're getting it stuck right up your ass.
Yeah, imagine being me talking about this team's Super Bowl aspirations when they were borderline not going to make the playoffs.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not riding. I'm not riding them on the money line every game.
Fucking crazy. What's wrong with you?
2 weeks ago I did, but last week I did not.
Was that the last winner?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago I did when they played their first playoff game. I forgot who it was against. The Cowboys. But last week, I did not have them last week. So pain on all fronts there. I had them with the team total both weeks. I've had the team total a lot this year. Playoffs has not been kind to me with team totals. But either way, so you obviously you like the Bengals there, and you're also a big fan on the San Fran end in the Rams game.
I mean the thing about that game is you look at all the star power on the Rams, and you see Donald and you see Von Miller on defense, and you hear like on offense you have these big weapons, and then you're like, okay, now I got Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like I don't know what it is. They're like sneak attack you, San Francisco. It's like you don't even know it. Next thing you know, it's at the fourth quarter, and it's like, they're either up 3 or down 3 or tie and find the way to win. And listen to me. Do not give me these fucking. This drives me nuts. The algorithms, the fucking what is other shit that you say? The models. We got the algorithms. We got the models. This is what you fucking guys do at 32 years old. Okay, listen to me. I got 2 eyes. I got glasses. But listen, see these things here? God gave me 2 eyes for a reason. I see a girl walking down the street with a big set of tits. I don't need an algorithm or a model to tell me she's got a nice set of tits. You got to fucking complicate everything. Everything with you. And also, remember, I'm the wizard.
I'll tell you what. That hat says cuck more than any hat I've seen you wear.
No, it says cuck the last time. Because you see now, I was going to say I haven't been on this show because you've been really, really good. You listen to me. I have no reason to bust your balls. So I'm not going to come on the show and fucking, bust on you when you've been really doing really good. You've been really, really, I've been proud of you. So for me to come on here and just start, killing you, I figured let me just stay out of the spotlight, let you do your thing. But
can respect that.
These people don't know you. 16 years old. You remember when we went to Disney World? Guys, listen to me. If I'm lying, I'm dying. No reason to make this up. Take JJ to Disney. Come on, Father Son weekend, go to Disney. So we go out, and we're sitting at the pool at the was it the Contemporary Resort we stayed? I'm trying to think. No, it was Polynesian Village. So we're sitting over there, and this is not the first time. You guys know the Vegas story when he punked out. But we're at the pool, and this girl, fine, like maybe 21, and at 16, you'd fuck a snake if you could hold it down, right? You guys remember when you were 16, and she's coming up, she's talking to JJ, So I said, look, you know what? You guys want to hang out? Whatever. I got a shitload of stuff to do. You guys hang out. She's like, oh, that'd be great. And JJ says to me, he says, Dad, I thought we were going to go to SeaWorld. You said we were going to SeaWorld tonight. I thought we were going to go see Shamu. I'm like, you fucking joking or what? And he's like, well, yeah, didn't we get the tickets? I'm like, fuck the tickets. Look at the nuts on this girl. Are you kidding me? And he fucking turned around and fucking blew this girl off at 16 and wanted to go to SeaWorld to see fucking Shamu. No reason to make it up. This is what you're dealing with here. That's why it's stunning to me that he's even married or my daughter-in-law has a beard. It can't be. Just not. That's him though. I ain't gonna make it up.
Imagine not want to go to SeaWorld though. I couldn't even.
But I'm just saying. You're 16. I don't know.
So So football this weekend will probably be a relatively light weekend for you. I know you're not a huge NFL bettor. It's not a sport that you love in that respect. But a sport you do like, Australian Open, Pops. Got a few matches tonight. What's your handle? What's your take on the on some of the matches? It's all the men's side, right? Last night was the women's end. I know we were both in agreement on our girl Keys not winning the match per se, but in terms of liking her plus the games. Barty's just been an absolute serve bot, though. Credit to her. She's been incredible throughout this tournament. And she plays Collins, your favorite player. You absolutely love you some Danielle Collins.
I've done well with her. I've done really, really well with her. So I don't have a beef with her. But you know what? Barty is too good. Here's the way I look at this match. If you can't break her. So I think when you look at this match, you have to look at some wagering options here. Like I think I put it out on my Twitter, under 20.5 games. Okay. Faxman is holding. Faxman is holding in 15 years. Fucking Holden. I don't even know he's still alive. Is he alive still?
I'm gonna snip that. I'm gonna snip that and throw that on Twitter. I think Holden will enjoy that.
Let me ask you a question. Did he ever beat that case? Because that girl didn't look 16.
No comment.
I know. She said she was 22, but I mean, when they said 16, I was like, no fucking way. But hey, he's got a good lawyer.
Again, no comment.
I could take that lawyer. Well, here's the thing. They put a game total on Collins at 9. I don't think she's going to break Barty at all. But what Collins does is, and what makes her effective, is you serve and she'll try to bang, boom, look for that first shot winner, bang right down the line. And if you watched her, she's catching a lot of people flat-footed. She's not going to catch Barty flat-footed. Barty's too good, and she's got that fucking Australian slice. She's that's 6'3", 6'3", 6'4". So I like it under. I like the best bet, I think, is, I don't know if you can get it, but I get it offshore, under 12.5 Barty at -118. Now what that basically means is there's two options here. If for some strange reason Barty just doesn't show up and loses in straight sets, I win. But I expect her to win in straight sets, but I'm not laying 170 in straight sets. So as long as one of them don't go to a tiebreaker, which would mean Barty would have to get broken. So if she wins 6-4, 6-4, whatever the case is, I can lay -118. That's an option. That's under 12.5 games. So anything that has to do with Barty winning and under, I'm on.
And in relation to this, I guess the only thing you could argue with Barty would be, like, if for whatever reason in this tournament, her home venue, she seems to always kind of choke in these spots, but she has looked incredible this tournament. She hasn't even looked. I mean, forget about the break of serve. I think over 6 matches she's been broken once. I think
she went 52. She went 52 straight service games without getting broken,
which on the women's end is absolutely insane.
That's crazy. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, Collins. Look, Collins is tough to watch at times for some obvious reasons, but I think she's got her hands full. It'd be nice for Collins to grab a win though in this venue, all things considered. But it just seems like it's really been Barty's truly to lose.
Yeah, when my wife first started watching TV, watching tennis, and she saw Collins, she said, "Man, that girl's a cunt." She didn't really say that because she doesn't talk like that, but I do. And my daughter does. No, so she's like, "Oh, what a bitch this girl is." I'm like, "Honey, she went to Virginia like you." She did? It's like, yeah. And now it's like, go Collins. She's got like fucking, she's wearing her who's gear all over the place. But she's, it's crazy. She's like all over Collins. But I don't know. She annoys me. Corey, I know she's been every day, but you don't want to know something? This was actually my fucking channel. He stole it from me. Just telling you that.
That's a little debatable. It's a little debatable. But okay, so we'll slide over to the men's end. I know you've always been a Nadal. Actually, you're more of a Djokovic guy. Obviously, interesting how he's not in this tournament. But the Nadal match tonight with Berrettini, this thing's been steamed up to 40.5. I wanted to wait to get the best number. I don't know. I don't think it'll get much better than what it's at right now. It starts in a few hours. 40.5 feels like a massive number in this match. Are you able to convince me why? I mean, obviously betting the over would make sense in theory, because
I think both of them matches go over. Here's the thing about Medvedev, the Medvedev match. He normally has real tough time in the heat, and they're going to be playing that game playing that match in the hottest fucking time in Australia. And why they don't shut the roof, I have no idea.
No, but isn't that match going to be at night with Medvedev?
For us at night, but it's fucking hot there.
No, I think I could be wrong. I think that match is like.
I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck if they were playing at 2:00 in the morning. He doesn't like the heat, and it's surprising. He's quit more times being from, and he seems like he's in good shape. But I mean, both of these matches look like they have their 5 setters. I don't know. I mean, I guess you'd bet Medvedev. I think Cincinnati could beat him, but when you play Cincinnati, you better be prepared for a long fucking match. And Nadal, Nadal match. Nadal's playing. Who's he playing again? Why am I?
He's got Berrettini.
Berrettini's a good fucking server. Elon by 13 with 13:38 to go. My second half might be looking bad.
You got to put the eyes on it though.
No, I'm not putting no eyes on it. I fucking bet it. I mean, what do you want from me? The fuck. Every time I say something, you put the eyes on it. Put the eyes on it.
You know what's interesting? Every time I say something to you, anytime we're gambling together, it's always me putting the eyes on you.
No, the best one was like I fucking email you. Remember, I do a lot of, unlike what JJ does, NFL, fucking analytics. If I had to do all this kind of shit, NBA. That's all nonsense. That's crazy shit. I like to live bet fucking Korean basketball or Japanese basketball that you can just basically see. You can make money doing that. So I like to bet games that I think I can have an advantage of. I have an advantage in. The thing that I find fucking crazy is I just lost my train of thought. I gotta stop doing fucking drugs. What was I talking about?
I wasn't even listening. So.
I know, me either.
Yeah, I guess. I
was trying to make a point on your crazy analytics on some shit. I don't know. I mean, damn. They said these things only last 4 hours. Fuck, it's been longer than that.
Right. So in relation to tonight, so like I said, I personally lean the under in the Nadal match at 40.5.
That's what yeah.
I know you mentioned the over, but did you misspeak because I wasn't sure?
No. I think it goes. I think it would probably go over. Only because I think both of these guys, they're each going to win a set, and that technically can go 4 sets and go over. If you think about it, if you get a couple of 7-5s each way,
yeah,
that's very possible. But they strike me as both these matches can go 5 sets. I like Barty. I'm not gonna. Me. I'm very, very light when it comes to men on the men's side this late. Because some of these you just don't know. So like I said, you say people can choke or whatever. I ain't betting against Nadal. I mean, I'm not going to do it, even though he still doesn't seem like the same guy. But I mean, I think he's going to have a tough time breaking Berrettini. But so that can go to distance. I don't mean to be like, I'm not going to jerk you off and say, oh yeah, I agree with you. Like, how you guys do, you and Holden. What do you think? Oh, that's a very good point, Holden. I could see that. Meanwhile, you don't like the game, but you're just blowing smoke up his ass because you don't want to make him look like an asshole, which isn't hard. Oh, speaking of your buddies, where's my boy Joey Twerky? Where's he at? Twerks.
He's he'll be back for baseball.
He'll be back for baseball.
He's in hibernation right now. He's actually yeah. I mean, maybe he's in the can. He's actually practicing bowling after I beat him bowling a few months ago.
You beat him in bowling?
Yeah.
I thought he was like some kind of like bowler.
He's like a bowling savant.
But you can't bowl. I mean, you bowl all right, but you're not great.
You see, I've lived my whole life being underestimated, and it's actually been rewarding when people get proven wrong.
I gotta put my wizard hat back on for luck.
No, yeah, I mean, I beat Joey Work a few times bowling. I'll be honest, it was luck. No, but he didn't appreciate the Bush League behavior from me, and it helped. But again, you got to do whatever you can to win. It is what it is.
Can I say something? Can I give a lesson?
with the wizard hat, I mean, it makes sense for you to be giving
I
money.
get this all the time. People ask me this question because I've done this. I did a video a while back about people buying the hook, right? It's like, oh, line's 3.5 on the Rams. I'm going to buy it down to 3. Now, that is the dumbest fucking thing anybody could ever do. But listen to me. Think about this for a second, okay? You don't buy off the hook. You buy to the hook. Think about this. What you're doing is you're paying, it's minus 3.5. So what you do is, hey, you know what I'll do? I'm going to buy it down to 3. You're paying money to protect the push. It's fucking ridiculous. If I'm paying money at a whorehouse to get a hand job, you ain't putting a rubber on me. I want something out of it. I'm getting nothing by paying to push. I want to pay to win. If I'm going to buy something, I want to have something to show for it. So what I'll do is, if that line is 3, I might buy the dog to 3.5, or I might buy the favorite down to 2.5. 3 is like kissing your sister. It doesn't fucking make sense. 7, what do? Oh, I could take, what do you call it, 7.5 in Cincinnati. Yeah, that's better. But if it's 7.5, take 6.5 or 7.5. Don't let it sit on a flat number. Don't buy off the hook, buy to the hook.
I like it.
People know that.
I like it. You know, before
it's not it's fucking fact.
Until you put that hat on, you know, it's like you put the hat on and all this knowledge comes to you.
Well, I'm a very knowledgeable person. I think you know that.
All right, so we talked on Nadal, and you said you think Tsitsipas is a live dog. To me personally, I prefer the under in the first match, and I like Medvedev to beat Tsitsipas.
What's the line? It's like he's a big favorite.
Minus 200? Minus 250.
Yeah. I like 250 is kind of high. I mean,
so what I did yesterday was I paired Barty to win it all when she was minus 195, and I paired that with Medvedev on the money line, who yesterday was minus 230. That actually paid plus 110. So, if Medvedev doesn't lose tonight, I'm going to have a 550 favorite to cash the bet.
This fucking stupid wizard hat. $36 for that hat.
Anything else? We've already talked a little bit on the NFL. We didn't talk a whole lot on the NFL game, but we talked a little bit on it. Anything college basketball you want to give out maybe for tomorrow?
So, as far as college basketball goes, this is what I want you to understand, because you don't seem to. Oh, first of all, I do want to say something that I don't think a lot of people know, but about 5 years ago, this is how crazy it is. Me and you were talking, and we keep talking about Ken Pom, right? So my wife comes up there one day and she's like, why, whose guy's last name is Pom? So I said, no. Well, make a long story short, Ken Pom and my wife, with her maiden name, she was with a P, they had the lockers next to each other at, they went to high school together. He grew up right around the corner from where my wife grew up. And they knew each other like well. And I said, no, I mean, he's, so I'm like, look, pick up the fucking phone, call him up, get him on my kid's show. Kid will be an instant millionaire. She's like, oh, it's kind of weird, But I'm like, the guy. I mean, you know him. And she said he was kind of quiet in high school. But Jay, she said she's gonna send him a text or a tweet or something, because she knows the family. But that's kind of odd, right? That like my wife is as square as a pool table and twice as green, would know Ken Pom and went to school with them. Am I lying? Right?
No, she did go with Ken Pomeroy. And yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get Ken on here and I can turn into an overnight millionaire, right?
I mean, you're not doing too bad cash-wise yourself. West Potomac High School. West Potomac.
Yeah, so speaking please, the floor is yours.
I just want to go over some of the stuff that people ask me about that on a lot of videos. And if you guys do some research, Google some of my videos. I say some outrageous shit on these things. A lot of them are informative. My best videos are when I do them myself. I don't have like a fucking, a handicap like I have here. But I think I might do once in a while, like especially during baseball, like do one by myself, just post it and you guys can watch it. So I'm not really going back and forth talking to him and answering stupid questions. I can just basically tell you stuff that I like and this and that. But like I'll talk about all different things like casino games and what have you. So the question I've addressed this before. People have asked about blackjack. So somebody says like, do you play basic strategy? I said, well, what's basic strategy? And so you don't know what basic strategy, and I'm like, well, you mean the fucking cards they give you at the table tell you when to hit and when to stand? She's like, yeah. I'm like, how does that fucking make sense? You go to a place to try to take somebody's money and they give you a cheat sheet to help? That's got to be the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. But I knew a lot of you sports bettors know a name called Lem Banker. I knew him when I was a kid, and taught me a lot of things about sports betting. And he had a really, really good friend who was a professional blackjack player. Lived in a house next to Wayne Newton, twice as big, strictly playing blackjack. One day we're talking, and he said to me, he says, you want to know how to make money playing blackjack? And I said, sure. He says, play a non-busting hand. Only double down. He gave me the scenario. He's only double down on 11s and 10s when a 4, 5, 6 is showing. That's it. Never split anything other than 8s, and it has to be a 7 or under. I mean, he gave me the rules. So I said, let me get this straight. You never take a card. He said, no, if I take a card, I'm going to take myself out of 37% of the hands. I'll have no chance of winning. The difference is I could play blackjack with a dealer for an hour, and we both could bust every hand, and he'll win. I have to go first. So I said to him, so he asked me this question. It was really interesting. So he says, so dealer's got a 16. What do you assume he has? I said, I guess I have to assume he has 20, correct? He's like, okay. He's got a picture card showing you got 20 and you got 16. One card's going to beat him. It's a 5. A 4 will push. So if you get a 3, it shouldn't be much help if you think he's got 20. But yeah, 18 is okay. If you get a deuce at 7, that's okay. But you're not going to win with 17s and 18s. It's just not going to happen. So I said to him, so he said to me, he said, let me ask you a question. You have an 11 and dealer's got whatever, like a 5 showing. What do you do? I said, well, I double down. And he says, well, why would you do that? And I said, because the likelihood of a next card being a 10 is really, really good. And he says, well, why isn't it really good when you got a fucking 16? You can't have it both ways. And I thought about it and I said, holy shit, you know what? That does make sense. So it's a real interesting way to play, but it's always been profitable for me. Like not major profits, but you can make, I mean, if you don't take yourself out of the hand, like, out of that chance of winning, you're a lot better. And it's like when people sit there and say, if you're playing blackjack and you got a 21 and dealer got 21, dealer says, insurance anyone? And people say, yeah, pay me even money. Sucker bet. The chance of him having a 10, their odds are against you. The chance of a dealer having a 10 is less than him not. I mean, way less. So it's just something that people have always asked me, like, do I still do that? And I do. And I play that way. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I'm not a big blackjack player. I just don't have the patience for it. I'd rather just like fucking throw it on the dice table, say a Hail Mary, and just fucking hope something good happens. And me and this kid have been through the fucking mills and the dice table. Shit. We've had some fun.
Definitely some highs and lows. That's for sure.
Oh man, but you've gotten good. You used to be a little fucking bitch, a little baby crying, not crying, but you're like, oh shit, this sucks or whatever. But you've gotten pretty good. I will say that you're not that you were a sore loser. What's this game doing? Whoa, fucking how the hell is Minnesota staying with Ohio State? Anyway, no, I mean you've been pretty good with it. I like you said, I know people want to talk the NFL and stuff like that. I don't really have much. Yes, you got it, Ray. Fucking baseball. That's the motherfucking sport. You've been around the block. My son thinks he's got the fucking angles in baseball because what he does is he uses the fantasy shit and saying, oh, if you stack this line, fuck that. Good pitching is going to be good hitting. When the ball's carrying, it's going to be carrying. No analytics, none of that fucking bullshit. Just there's money to be made in baseball.
So, so I guess that wraps it up. Obviously you gave some perspective. You like the dogs in football this weekend at the number. I think they're both live to even win outright. And also the tennis matches tonight. Not a strong direction either way from you.
No, the Barty's my play. I mean,
obviously that match is tomorrow. That match is not tonight.
I'll bet the overs in the 2 tennis matches. I'm not going to lie to you. I will bet them over. I mean, that's that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I won't bet a lot on it. I'll just make it a normal play. I don't do that, triple play bullshit,
And then I don't know if you've looked. I know you normally hit games early for tomorrow. College basketball. Friday's usually a lighter day, all things considered. Anything that piqued your interest tomorrow? College.
What I'll do right now is, and I'll tell you because I'm going to go get the openers, which I have, but I've got them on kind of like on layaway. You know what that means? Where you don't drop the hammer yet. You're just kind of waiting, and usually around this time I drop the hammer. So if you see me turning away, I'm going to see if it's time to drop the hammer, and I'll tell you. Sorry, I'm loading. Okay. 1 second. I'll see if anything is. I'm seeing if I got a buzz. If the buzzer comes off, that means it's time to drop the hammer. Let's see. NCAA. I need a notification here. The notification is going to say, drop the fucking hammer. So let me see if I've gotten the hammer yet. Stay tight. Stay tight, Goose.
I'm currently not breathing in anticipation. Dad.
Moorhead State. That's one of your teams, Moorhead. I did bet Gardner Webb for a little bit today. Only because I like the name.
Also, how are you preparing for the snow? You're expecting to get some snow this weekend, right? Or is it just me?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about snow. I'm going out of town tomorrow. Anyway, I'll be out of town for 2 days. I'm never home. I'm always flying somewhere. I'll be in North Carolina for a couple of days. And then I'm home, and then I'm in Tahoe, I think. I'm somewhere. Okay. What I think I'm going to do tomorrow is right now I'm gonna probably play Harvard -2.5 against Penn. That would be the only thing that I see that is worth making money on. So let me hit the hammer, bam, dropped it, and I bet Harvard -2.5. It's the only thing I've done now. So I like I said earlier, people should have pending. We should have Elon pending. Should be okay. Don't know how that's going. I don't like to get scores. I mean, I do once in a while, but when I'm doing shit,
it's not looking excellent. Yes, I mean, I guess that wraps it up. We talked a little NFL, talked a little tennis, talked a little college basketball. You gave some gambling tips at the blackjack table.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else? Buying the hook as well? Anything else you'd like to say before we head out?
Well,
what's notes? What the hell is that? That's notes?
No, this is a fucking grocery list. I just got. Oh, you know what? What I want to do for everybody?
It's like a drug list.
What?
Never mind.
I'd like to bring something to some on a serious note. My ex-wife. When I say ex-wife, I'm talking about like 20-something years ago. Never had a sour divorce, stuff like that. Always, but good friends. But she kind of went her way, I went my way, whatever. But about less than a year ago, maybe 6 months ago, I happened to connect with her to find out where she was. And oddly enough, it was through a friend, and I found out she had terminal cancer. Not a big family, whatever. And I was stunned. I was really, really stunned. And I reached out and said, look, whatever I can do, I wanted to do, because we had a history. And this girl used to come to JJ's baseball games when he was like 7, 8, 9 years old and watch him play. And it's really it's really made me feel good to do it. And I mostly people are probably atheists anyway, but if anybody can say a prayer, somebody needs one. It's her. She's a good girl. She plays dice. She likes sports. She put up with me for 15 years. There's no downside in believing God, and if you're wrong, it's going to be the baddest beat of all time. So keep her in mind. Bets, prayer for you. So we're cheering on you, and we're it's a little shout out for you. Everybody else, stay healthy. Remember, be positive, test negative, and get your fucking vaccinations.
Nice little shout to Betsy there, and of course, thoughts and prayers all around. It's nice to see you kind of ending a video on a softer note. Usually,
because I'm a good guy. I just have this thing where people think I'm a bad boy.
Maybe it was your email address.
I know. Sorry about that, but that's I can't change it. I will never remember it. Anyway, everybody out there, I will try not to be a stranger. Come out and I'll have a little bit more content, but once baseball comes around, I'll be back in a lot of the tennis tournaments. But I might shoot out a live video. Check my Twitter. I don't even think I just post it there. I don't check it or whatever. But yeah, I'll reply to a couple when I can. Best of luck for the weekend, everybody. And what do you call it? You want to do Bahamas for your birthday? I'll be there. I'll be in the Bahamas for your birthday.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, swim up to the pool. Anyway, be safe, everybody. It was good to be here, and keep in touch with yourself, everyone.
Yes. Thanks everybody for watching. As always, gamble responsibly, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in a few days with some other content. And hopefully we get the pops on a little more than usual. But stay safe, folks.